10,000 tick trap.
Pandas, 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 pandas. Good morning, my pandas. It's good to be back. Welcome to the stream. I'm Bye Bye Money. B. Charles, thanks for becoming a panda. Appreciate your support. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your panda emoticons. And enjoy access to the pre-market show. Good news, pandas. Apex has extended their sale to 321, and that's amazing. It's good news. The suspicion is that they extended it in order to get some more people to join Tradeovate, and I think it's a smart move. And I don't blame them, because if it's new, it's a perfect way to get people on board.
$10,000 trap.
Second entry long here. Do I like this? Not really close to any support here, but enough room to the top here. Bad signal bar, but you can just trade this as maybe a failed breakdown of this up or of this chopping trading range. Good morning, guys. YouTube gang. It looks like such a spammy account, but we'll keep them on. Maybe someone just likes the name YouTube gang. Kyle Lubbers, good morning. Kyle Lubbers or Lubers? Day trading, good morning. B. Charles, D. Walker, Tanner. Drop a GM in the chat. And also make sure you scalp that like button. Sorry about yesterday. You know, some things happen, curveballs happen. But we're back today. Richard Harris, good morning. John on. Good morning. Wayne Bignell, Peter Cho. Welcome, guys. Will Curtis. Kalubers, got it. I think you did mention that a while back. So I think I remember. Kyle Lubers. Dr. Panda make a lot of profit today. Let's go. Let's do it. If this spike in channel is accurate, then we have an overshoot here. Overshoot. That second entry long. Looks like it's gonna work out. I mean, you got a nice strong bull bar as the trigger bar. But I'm sitting on my pause. Just don't like it. Gonna wait for market open. But pandas, guess what happened off stream? Big mama right here. Man, oh man, I wish I was streaming when that happened. Big mama. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Yeah, we do have the right extension, or we can call it a overshoot of the channel, where it shoots beyond one of the levels, and then we're coming back in. So this is why you don't take this long, because you're thinking an undershoot for the symmetry. Now after the undershoot happens, it can reverse or turn to a trading range, but kind of hard to tell. That's where you're gonna take a risk. Here says, I have another big one at 4013. Is that like last week's high or something? 4013. I personally think the market's loving this 4,000 level. I mean, guess where we closed yesterday? 3,998.25. Like less than 2 points away from skip it. Just skip it. Got the sideways movement here, and yeah, that's why I don't take that second entry long. A, B, C, second entry long, and terrible signal bar, not really close to any supports. You have an overshoot, and yeah. So if it did make money, I would put that in the false positive category, where it positively does make money. It's positive because it wins, but it's false because it wasn't a good setup. False positive. YouTube gang, are you a human? Please select the pictures of stairs. If you can select the pictures that are stairs, then you're a human. I don't believe you. A robot would say that. Yeah, I'm just joking. All right, trap trade actually triggering here, and you lose this trade if you went long, if you have a proper stop loss. Market's about to open in 5 minutes. Yeah, not today. ISIS robot, is that an Archer reference? I actually thought that was kind of not. I guess it was just like funny. I don't know if you guys ever watched the cartoon show Archer, but like their spy organization was called ISIS, and this was before like ISIS got huge. And I think after all the ISIS stuff happened, they kind of like was like, oh, I think we gotta change the name of this, this spy organization. But I think they ended up just keeping it. All right, market's about to open. Let's just sit on our pause here. It's completely sideways. The price action's not being kind to us to trade here. I feel like I need to accelerate, trading on this account here. I don't trust the price action right now. It's been very, very choppy. Not that I don't trust price action itself, but I'm saying the price action of the charts right now are very confused. It's very confused. It's gonna make you think you're trending, and all of a sudden it starts to chop up. Good morning, Pans. Make sure you scalp that like button. We're back today. Sorry for those who were waiting around yesterday. That's the thing about streaming. It's like more demanding than work itself, because at least for work, you can like get up, do things. You can start kind of, if you work from home, you can start when things get busy. It's a little more lax, but when it comes to streaming, no one waits. You are on someone else's schedule. In a sense, you want to be free, and that's why you stream, because you want to do what you love. But at the same time, it's the most constraining thing ever, because you can only be in one place and you have to do it at a certain time. But it's also nice because, how long do you really do it for? Like, I don't know, 2 hours? Get to spend it with you guys. Get to do what I love doing. Oh, the irony, exactly. Even when it comes to futures trading, if you want to make money, a living, sometimes if you want to get scalp, some people may just stop trading after a certain time. Say, if I made my bamboo, I made my bamboo. That's kind of what this stream does as well. It's like, can we find enough setups during the regular, like the opening hour, and find a good living off of that. Hans and 24/7 stream. I'll probably do that again sometime this year. We have to hit some sort of like milestone, or I don't know. Maybe if I like want to pass this account, I'll try to shoot for a 24/7. Teeny weeny little bars, not even 1 point. That's very rare. Right, you got 2,000 ticks, and the range of this one bar is not even 1 point. It's very small. Shows you the lack of volume right now. Not really lack of volume, but lack of movement or volatility. Volatility and volume are very different. Pandas! Wait. Hold up. Rollover. What's going on? What's my volumes right now on these charts? If you guys don't know, there's a thing called Market Analyzer, and it allows you to see the volumes of these charts. And I'm gonna go ahead and check the volumes right now. Not even close. Not even close. Not even close. The 323 is still the main one by far. 10 times more volume. But there's like the 623, the volume is gaining. The reason why I'm looking at the volume is because next week they're going to expire. The 323 is going to expire, and I always thought, people rolled over like a week before, but this is, at this rate, it doesn't look like people are gonna switch over next week. But yeah, we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. I'll keep an eye on it tomorrow as well. There's no news today, by the way. At least no high impact news. All right, market just opened, and tomorrow we have potential big news, which is the unemployment numbers, and they could have really affect the markets, really. Unemployment numbers, like, I know that's one of the indicators that Jerome Powell's looking at, or the Fed's looking at. But the funny thing is, like, you think what they're looking for is good unemployment numbers, but actually they want to weaken the employment. They want to weaken the labor market, because good labor market means high inflation. Because if people are getting paid, people have money, they're going to start spending it. So in a sense, like, they don't want to go into recession because they don't want people to lose money, but at the same time, they want people to make less money. It's just like this impossible balancing act that they're trying to play here, and everything is counter to themselves, and it's wild. Maybe you guys are like not interested in this stuff, but for me, I was not interested at all until I started to get into stuff like this, trading and finance. We got two-leggy here. It's a little wacky though. I think I'm going to just let this play out here. Got the overshoot leading to the undershoot. It's just hard. I mean, how you can draw these trend lines? If anything, I think it might come back up into this trading range up here. Difficult to say. Second entry short. Just wacky. It doesn't work out, but it's not one that I'm interested in. That's wacky. I mean, you're coming off of like these little, like, you know, what's your trend really? It could be this. Does work out though. May try to fill the gap on the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart, there is a gap. There's a gap here on the 5-minute and not on the other charts, because on the 5-minute chart, I only chart the regular trading hours. The reason being is because of volume in the extended hours is not proper, you know, it won't create proper price action because the volume's too low. So if I'm going to mark the charts, I want only volume that is reliable. I want price action that's reliable, and because of that, I get some gaps. You get gaps on the 5-minute you don't get on the other charts. So the gaps in the 5-minute are they often get filled as well. So this could be your channel here. Didn't think about this. I didn't actually think about this. This could be a channel working of some sort. Huh. Yeah, Richard mentions the 4,000 level. That could be an important level the market likes, and we may get away from it for a little bit. But if the market really thinks 4,000 is like a balanced level, they're going to come back down to it. Today, I'm not really expecting much movement. I don't know, but I could be wrong. A daily chart. Just be a bounce, a second leg up. Creating a, guess what? Now what we have are our two pullbacks on this downtrend. And we may have a second entry short. I mean, if this pullback goes above the 20 MA like this, then we get the second entry short, then you're looking for a trap more than the short. But if it's beneath the 20 MA and get like a lower high, second entry short on the daily chart, we could push down. Continuous downtrend here. Huh. Quite a strong move back up here. That's what I was thinking. Notice the trading range indicator. As this was trickling down, the trading range indicator says the move down is so slow. We're going to keep this range here because we may come back to the top. And we are back up to the top of the trading range. Solid bull bar ending on its high on a 10,000 tick chart. What does that mean? Why do I mention that? Most likely follow through on that bar. But you got to wait for the follow through. 5-minute strong bull bar ending on its high as well. Most likely some sort of follow through. So temptation here is to go long on this trap because you're seeing the follow through. You might see the follow through on those higher time frames. But we're gonna find a good setup here regardless. That's an outside bar reversal, just staying away from that. Maybe a second entry long may help, but also notice we got to break a trend to new high on this spiking channel. So we could reverse here as well. It's just a lot of things kind of being opposing each other. We're gonna just let this play out. Just sitting on a pause. I'm glad I didn't take this trap here. And the reason why is because there's no rules. No rules it complies to. It's far away from 20 MA. It's near the top of this pivot. New high already created. Now it could work out still. You're still safe technically. Right? Your stop loss is right here. One tick underneath this bar. But kind of scary. At this point you're wondering, this is not really a scalp at this point. It's taking too long. Okay, you just lost that trade if you took that trap. You stay away from trades like that. You'll do, you know, it will benefit your trading. Don't have FOMO here. A second entry short or a second entry long, maybe. But, depends on the price action. And when you have a strong bear candle like that, with a break of trend new high already created, I'm actually looking for a failed second entry long at this point. Failed second entry long.
10,000
Look at
tick
my setup.
trap.
But the thing is, whenever you get a strong move like this, you're thinking follow through. You're thinking one more leg up to break the, you know, the pivot high created by the strong leg. Otherwise, it looks a little awkward, right? We have a strong push up, but no fault, no second leg up. It just feels incomplete. But that's what we may get here. But it just looks very awkward. You got a strong leg up. Typically, what happens? You get another leg up. Right? Market likes to move in twos. So you have this one leg up here, and you're thinking another leg up. But let's let it play out. Okay, there's that second leg up I was mentioning.
10,000
Saying it looked awkward for just this to happen. And now you got a 10,000 tick chart, couple bull bars ending on their high. Got an engulfing bar here for continuation. 5 minute, it's continuation of this bar. That's all that was. So now you got two bull bars, super far away from 20 MA. But in my mind, I feel like this move can be done here, because you know we kind of had that another push up after the strong leg up. So this is what I kind of mentioned. It felt incomplete until this little teeny nub happened. Now I feel like we can come back down. Again, the only reason why is because it's two-legged move, right? On a 10,000 tick chart, all it was two legs. Some strange, but A, B, C is an outside bar reversal. That's all that was. It's kind of what I was looking for. Or this could turn to a monster uptrend and never look back. My trade here still is fail second entry long. Saboteur, is tomorrow going to be account making news? I'm not certain, But I'll tell you this: next Tuesday, if you're one of the people who like to finish your accounts in one single trade, and I'm talking about evals. I wouldn't recommend this on PAs ever, but on the eval, if you're like, I want to just pass it, if you want to, there's a 50-50 chance on these news events. And next week, Tuesday, very high chance that news will make or break your account. And that news is the CPI numbers. So Tuesday, it will be like, if you're waiting for a certain big news to trade off of, then Tuesday's a day. Tuesday's a day. But yeah, Friday we have unemployment numbers, but I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna be a big move. It could be not. Next week, CPI numbers. By the way, if you want to know what news, Forex Factory is my go-to website. And you got CPI coming at 8:30 a.m. on Tuesday. If you are looking for news to pass your accounts, that's it. That's the one. It will. And when I say pass your accounts, I actually it's like, it could be like a 20-point candle, one candle. It can happen. Maybe you got some sort of wedge here. 3 pushes up. Just I asked, when you sign up for Apex, can you fund multiple accounts at the same time? Yep. Easy question. You can do it all at once. Trade copier is probably the best way to do it. You can do it manually, but man, it's gonna be tough if you have a lot of accounts. I'm I'm just waiting for a failsafe entry long here, pandas. Lower high setting up here as well. And this 4,000 level just may be the level we may just hang around. But we'll see. I'm going to mark the 4,000 level here for us. This blue line. What color should I make this line, pandas? So we can see the 4,000 level. Make it gold. Easy answer. Gold, and we'll make the width 2. Ooh, that 4,000 level. It's gold. Golden level. Another push up here. I'm not sure if I can get my setup, which is a failsafe entry long. This is looks like it's floating up. It's a floater. It's a floater. The 5-minute chart may get a second push up here, right? It's 2 legs up here, which will complete the move on the 5-minute chart. Follow through now on the 10,000 tick. It's a wild move up. It's a wild move up. No entries for us whatsoever. But yeah, it could just be an uptrend day today. It could be possible. Or you can literally buy anywhere, and if you hold it, you'll make money. With a huge stop loss, of course. It's not a trade I like to take because of the huge stop loss. It means huge risk. Michael Chi says, how come your data is quicker than mine? That is very strange because I'm streaming and it's already like a 3-second delay. So if your charts are behind even my charts on stream, that's you must be you're behind for sure, for certain. I don't know. I don't think it's possible. But hey, if you can arbitrage it, get ready to make $1 billion. This is like the one moment. It's like if you have the superpower to look 3 seconds into the future, and like you should start trading futures. Oh man, futures market. You look into it's just perfect. That's the first thing I would think about. Like I think I saw like this. I get these random recommendations on YouTube, and they're called like movie recaps. And I'm not gonna lie. I sometimes the movie recap is better than the movie itself. So I end up watching these like movie recaps. It ends up being like just a movie recap. And one of the random movie recaps I saw was about this guy who can see 3 seconds into the future. He just didn't know how to take advantage of this superpower. And the way they explained it was like his brain was like in a quantum level. Like at a quantum level, you know, he was able to see like into the future, his brain. I don't know, something like that. And but I was gonna say, you know, if I had that superpower, he in the movie ended up becoming a boxer, and so it's like, okay, it's like that, I can see that being a very good skill to have, boxing. But I'm just saying, for futures trading, if you knew 3 seconds to the future, you would become a. There is no limit. No, you would drain them. You would take the world economy and put it into your pocket. It's actually that crazy. Because what's gonna stop you for entering 100 contracts for 2 ticks, 3 ticks? You know, especially if there's like a huge move, you'll see it 3 seconds before. It's just like, oh, Nicolas Cage next. There is another. Yeah, there is, I guess, another movie like that. I didn't know. I didn't actually never watched, so I don't know how far in the future he could see. I thought he could see like the way future, like the apocalypse. I thought that's what. Or am I wrong? Oh, you can see 2 minutes into the future. Okay, if you can see 2 minutes into the future, you're. I guess the problem is with 2 minutes into the future. Yeah, that's yeah. I mean that'll be excellent. I wouldn't mind that. Same deal. 5-minute chart, just that second leg up, 2 pushes up here. Strong bull bars. Just no setups for us whatsoever in all of this nonsense. What a move up. Unfortunately, nothing that we can do about it. And at this point, the 5 minutes is just so far away from 20 MA. It's like unbelievably far. Strong move up here though. So the dilemma is this: do you think we're gonna come back to home base to 20 MA, get a nice deep pullback, or do you think this trend is so strong you want to enter it whenever you can? You know, and that's a dilemma here. Second entry long, would you guys take it, pandas? By the way, if you're someone asked about the trade copier, you can find it on the Apex website. Falcon1S. Roberto from Chile, welcome. There's no news today, Roberto. At least no high impact news. There's news tomorrow, high impact news. And that news tomorrow, let's see what time that's at. Tomorrow's at 8:30 a.m. That's unemployment rate, and that could be large. That can really affect the markets. Yeah. So second entry long here. Is that what we're looking for? Let me ask you guys. You know, I like to ask you guys, so I don't take the responsibility if I lose this trade. If I do what you guys vote for. So would you guys take a second entry long here? A, B, C, if it does form. Is this a good spot context-wise where if it does form, you'll take it? Right now, I'll just say off the bat, you got 3 strong bear bars coming right into the 20 EMA. Kind of hitting it hard. And not really respecting it. We're kind of going beneath it now. Closing beneath it 2 times. As Michael Chin will say, he would love to take this trap trade. Squeezing those longs. He's such a trapper, that guy. Michael Chin, that trapper, so good at trapping things. Loves trapping traders, loves trapping people on YouTube. It's amazing. Alright, enough about that guy. Second entry long is that what we're looking for? Or would you guys trade the failed second entry long, waiting for a reversal? The thing is, you got to know now if you're going to do one or the other. So either you can try to go long, skip the trade altogether, or you can look for the failed second entry long reversal trade. Notice the 5-minute chart touching the 240 SMA just quite perfectly. That is the same thing as a 20 SMA on the hourly chart. It's just marked on the 5-minute chart. You get reactions off that as well. I mean, for me, the safest trade I think is the failed second entry long in this situation. But, you know, you might just miss the opportunity to just go long on this uptrend.
$10,000 tick trap.
$10,000 tick trap. Second entry long about to form here. And it's going real sideways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 overlapping bars in a row. Oof. Making tight trading range, getting choppy now. With doji bars. Typically stay away from any trades from here. Doji City. Doge City. Doja Cat. Little teeny weeny bar here. Maybe another doji. Staying away from the second entry long. I may take the trap though, but it's so choppy. Any setup here at this point is unreliable. But I'm a sucker for the content. Feels like entry long here. For the content. Outside bar reversal. Get back to the 4,000 level. Looking good, looking good. Now not looking so good. Okay, looking better. Okay, triggers a trap actually there. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that. Feeling the heat here, feeling the heat. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I can skunk it. I can skunk it still. Ooh, I'm feeling the heat. Feeling the heat here. Okay, it's looking good now. It's looking good. If I can close beneath my entry point, heat is gone. I think we're in a good place. At any point, I can skunk this if I don't like it. Ooh, the heat. Ooh, close it right on my entry point. Heat is still on. Is this a good trade, pandas? Probably is already a bad trade. Ooh, the heat. You never want your trade to reverse. Never want your trade to reverse. It reverses. Come on, break even if I can. Come on, break even if I can. Come on, give me a break even. Don't like any time it reverses like that. Just gives me a chance to come out break even. I'll take it. And we're out. All right, pandas. Let's come out break even on that trade. If a trade ever reverses like that, especially when you see all of this price action like this, just get out. You know, you already messed up on that trade. And I'm just moving on to the next one. Come out break even, lose a little bit on commissions, but barely. And you know, you just move on next trade. And I had to come out break even there. You just lost a trade right there if I didn't come out break even. So skunk, good skunk. So I never like it. If it ever reverses, I just get out. I don't like to deal with it. So you got a situation here where both the long and the trap fail. Right? The second entry long fails and the trap fails. This is just a, you know, you could have prevented yourself entering either of these trades just looking at this price action right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 overlapping bars, where many of them are dojis. You just stay away from this altogether. Price action is unreliable. In fact, if anything, it's just a trading range, tight trading range, which is untradeable unless you're trading with market or limit orders. Limit order up here, limit order down here. But you know, honestly, I think that's like really advanced if you can do that. I don't do that. The reason I don't do that is because I don't know when to start doing that. You know, like I can see it after the fact, but I can't see it before the fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't, you know, it's nothing difficult about trading with limit orders. It's just hard to time it. So, like, when would you have started trading limit orders here? Maybe it could have been here. I don't know. Maybe it could have been up here. I don't know. Just difficult. And when would you stop is a question as well. Actually, I'll keep this blue box here because it's getting choppy, and we're recognizing that now. Tight.
5-minute trap.
Tuco impersonation. Yeah, Doji City. I like that. Peter Cho. Give credit to Peter Cho for that. You don't want to trade in Doji City. Okay, second entry short here. It's a little better setup, but still very choppy. Yeah, Tuco. So we had one skunk trade so far. Second entry short forming here. Just confusing altogether at the moment. It is choppy right now, but the price action has been a trend. Has been trending. So this could just be a small consolidation here before another big move. I may take a trap here, but I don't know. I'm just gonna stay away from this. That's a Pikachu trade. It does trigger, but notice the 20 EMA starting to curl downwards now. Okay, so that trap fails. So you don't take traps in this chop. Let the chop resolve. Don't trade in Doji City, as a wise man once said. It looks like it's going to shoot up, but when you're in Doji City, wild things happen. What happens in Doji City stays in Doji City. You get all this chop. Your chances are that it will break out to the upside because that was your original trend. Well, in fact, I guess this was your original trend entering into it. Maybe continuation, but it's hard to say. The original overall big picture trend have a channel working up here. Okay, that trap fails. Oh, not yet. Technically, you're saved by one tick. Micro double bottom. And it's not over till it's over. This trap may still work out. And notice on this move down, doesn't even make 2 points still. This trap looks like it's gonna work out now. Usually when it does a micro double bottom like this, it's good to go. Because it was a failed attempt reversal. It's good to go. Basically 2 bounces off the 20 EMA here. Looks good for a long trade. This cinema pause though, altogether confusing. But you know, you had a high chance of that working out. Doesn't actually give you your 2-point scalp yet because of Doji City. Doji City beckons us, wants to come back into Doji City. Just this price action like this, it makes it very difficult to pass this 300K account during stream. When we get price action like this in the opening hour, it's just what can you do? You can only take what the market gives you, and it's been giving you stuff like this. It's just, you know, no wonder it's taking so long just to even really get any progress on this thing. It's very difficult price action the last several months, in my opinion. But hopefully we'll break out of that cycle and we'll get some good volatility. Really good volatility, that's what I'm hoping for. Daily chart. Big push up, big push down. Kind of going sideways here. Alright, we thought it was going to burst up, but guess what? This trap ends up failing anyways. Goodness gracious. 5-minute chart. Far away from 20 May. Failed trap here. May come back down to 20 May here. May come back to that 4,000 level. This gold line. I have a lot of lines on the chart. It's getting a little messy. Get rid of this big guy here. So trading range indicator, marking the trading range way back here, saying, okay, we're up here, but we're still in trading range. just diddles in the middle, goes back up and back to the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator. Second entry long on a 10,000 tick chart, coming off the 20 MA. A, B, C. Second entry long. 5-minute chart. Kind of a second entry long. A, B, C. There's a hidden second entry long for now. Actually, let me reset this. Yep. Second entry long forming here on the 5-minute chart. Alright, we can get rid of this area just because we already have a trading range marked for us here.
10,000 tick trap.
10,000 tick trap, or also second entry long. It's a pick and shoot trade on a 10,000 tick chart. Second entry short. Ah, this is tough. Second entry short on the 2,000 tick. Yeah. Makes me want to go long. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's just too sideways. Too much of a range. But if it is range, it's maybe near the bottom of it. It makes me want to go long. Second entry short. Okay, ends up working for a scalp there, the second entry short. It may race down to the 4,000 level, this gold line. Hard to take this second entry short in my opinion. Measured move as well. The reason being is because this is the first break of this trend on this channel. So you got second short, you got 2 legs down essentially here. Just watching. This is terrible price action here. We did have a second entry short that ends up working out nicely, but I mean, when you're in all this chop, it's kind of hard to know when this chop will end. And to take this, you know, especially when you're back into this blue box, this is difficult for me to take at least. It looks decent as a setup though, like the second entry short. It's 2 legs up, back to the 20 MA. Signal bar is not the best, but the setup itself is okay. Looks decent. Lower high, pointing right towards that 4,000 level. This might just be the golden level for a while. Pure needs to leave. Hey, you gotta work. You gotta work. You got how many overlapping bars are right now? 1, 2, 3, 4 overlapping bars in a row. No idea what's happening here. It's getting absolutely just very choppy here. Man. This is why I like streaming sometimes just in the opening hour. It's tough. It's tough. Not much going on. If anything, it just gets very tricky. Already this trade is becoming, the price action is becoming unreliable. Trap trade, but far away from 20 MA. I like the direction it's going to a particular price point. But you can't get married to that. You still need a good setup to it. And no setup to it so far. If anything, this is just getting way too choppy here. The reason why chop is important is because you know exactly what traders are doing. You can see with the price action, they're buying with limit orders and they're selling with limit orders. So when you have this kind of movement like this, then you're thinking that they're going to continue to buy with limit orders here. Buy with limit orders near the bottom of this little channel here. So while there's evidence of that happening, you want to make sure, you don't want to trade against that. You want to consider it. Trap ends up working out for a scalp. And this is the type of price action we're getting. It's not a good setup for the trap either. I mean, look at this. It's far away from 20 MA into this chop. Very untradeable. But that key level, 4,000, we're back at it. And yeah. What can you do? Just watch it go with all these bad setups. This is probably the best setup, and you would have had a runner all the way down here if you did take this. But it's just like, it's hard for me to trade this because it's coming back into this blue box. It can come right back up to the top. I just wasn't sure. You could take a gamble here. It's just that for scalping, you have to be so precise. Whenever you have to, if you think it's a gamble, it's just, you're already in a bad trade. 5-minute chart may fill the gap. Pretty close, about 3 points away from it, from filling it. It's just hard to take a short when the price action starts to look like this. With hindsight bias, you can tell, but I'll just tell you, I've seen this happen often, and not often, but many times, and I've regretted it many times. Let's just say that. And you might say, why is Panda so patient? Why is he so conservative? It's because I've been burned every single way possible you can imagine. I've been burned so many ways. You just, you know, you think these, you know, the black areas on my face is fur. It's actually me. It's just ashes, because I've been burned so many times. If it has happened to you, it has happened to me. I'm just saying. There's nothing there's no mistake that you've made that I had not yet made. This is why I'm patient. This is why I skip potential good trades. This is why I skip trades like this as well. We hit that 4,000 level, bouncing off of it now. 5 minute touching the 20 EMA. Finally coming back to home base after bouncing off the 240 SMA. This is why I have it on the charts. Like perfect hit off that 240, right? Which is the hourly 20 SMA. And right, the 240 SMA on the 5 minute chart is the same line as the 20 SMA on the hourly, and you get reaction off of that. It's a perfect reaction. Now we're at the 20 MA. We may oscillate here, could create a trading range, which happens a lot, right? As these two MAs converge, this happens a lot. You start to chop around, and the second entry long is forming here as well on the 5 minute chart. Could be a decent one as well. Second entry long triggers on the 10,000 tick, but it's beneath the 20 MA. Right, second entry long. It's just 2 pushes down, but it's beneath the 20 MA. Not looking for a long here. If anything, you're looking for a trap trade to the downside at this moment on the 10,000 tick. Second entry short on the 2,000 tick. Bouncing off a key area, which again, I don't like to trade. If you're bouncing off a key area, if the support acts as a support, typically don't like to trade it. It's a good signal bar. It's actually a really nice, it's a decent looking setup to go short here. Off the 20 MA, small teeny risk here. Looking for a new low, first break of this trend. It might be enough for me to try to take it. Let's get a retracement back up to if we can get. Well, if we get retracement, it might just trap here at this point. I'm too scared. I am way too scared. It's coming all the way back up, and the risk is so small. If it does trigger the trap, it's gone. It's just gone. This trap triggers. It's gonna stop you out. That trap triggers. It's a small little risk. It's only like it's not even a 2-point risk, so it's not even that huge of a risk to take. Maybe it's worth taking. The risk was so small. Second just short, looking for a new low now. I just personally don't like going short when you bounce off of support. I do not like doing that. When you're bouncing off the 240 SMA, bouncing off of the 4,000 level, I just don't like going short after we bounce off of support. I don't like doing that. Regardless if we're trying to look for a new low still, it's just very difficult for me to do something like that. It's just very counter to how I feel. And you know, we could look for that new low still, but now it's looking like it's in a trap, and I'm happy that I didn't take that trade because I'll be sweating right now. You're technically safe still. Your stop loss is 1 tick above this teeny little bar, right? Really, at the end, you're only losing about less than $200 in this trade if you do lose it. But still, it's just it's more of the principle. You want to stick to your guns here. This might be tempting me with a lower high setup here. Boy, oh boy, with a micro double top here now. It would do that. You're saved by 1 tick if you took the short. Interesting. Interesting. What to do? Do I take the lower high second just short here? For the content. For the content.
10,000 tick trap.
It looks like it's getting a little choppy too. Alright, still not in this trade. You're sweating now if you're short here and you see this reaction. Micro triple top? I'll take it. Micro triple top here. Ooh, micro triple top. Kidding me? You kidding me? Lower high second entry short? I'm in this trade. The risk just being a 1-to-1 risk reward basically at this point. Looking for a new low potentially. It's looking good. It's looking decent for us. Just got me out. Lower high second entry short on the downtrend. One thing I don't like about is balancing off supports here. We're trying to trade counter to that. Don't like that. Amazingly, the trap triggers on a 10,000 tick. Trap triggers a 10,000 tick chart. Typically a good sign for us. Typically a good sign. If you're short here. I don't like these wicks. I don't like how these tails are forming here on these candles. It makes it feel like it's, you know, failing, basically failing to really push down. And people are coming to limit orders here. I don't like to feel that I can skunk this at any moment now. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy money. Let's go, baby. Being patient here. Being patient as possible. Hey, we may get a runner, Pandas. We may just get a runner here. No joy on runner. No joy on runners. What is that? What is this nonsense? I can't do this. Terrible price action. Takes my runner out, pushes back down. Maybe I should let that marinate a little bit, but hey, I don't want to risk it. Price action is tough enough already. This one's zero emotions, man. No emotions here. Professional trading. Man, it hits that perfect scalp actually. I scalp out just enough. It hits my target. I mean, it's coming back down, so it might just be fine. But man, this is looking ugly. All these wicks showing all the failed pushes down. Inside bar. Goodness. What's going on? Oof. This is wild. So choppy. I got lucky on that one. I honestly got so lucky able to scalp out that. Wow. Whew. It hit it perfectly. I mean, the thing that got me was a micro triple top. 1, 2, 3 hits. Micro triple top. Hey, this might trap out here. I don't know. It's looking wild. It's just looking wild right now. 5-minute chart. The 2 on the EMA is I think a support at the moment. Let me get a second entry long on the 5-minute chart here. Failed. Second entry long, right? Which is a trap. Failed trap here. Could be a nice push up here. Uncertain. We're still underneath the 20-minute on the 2000 tick. It's just too confusing. All the charts. All the charts are kind of opposing each other. This is when things get choppy. This is when things get confusing. But the 4,000 level seems like the market's liking it, and we're near it, so it can act as a magnet for a while. This goal line, if you remember, is a 4,000 level. We drew it a while back. Another thing says, Panda, for 300K, your daily profit target is 500 USD, right? Sure, it could be. At that rate, you will finish in about what's 20,000 divided by 500? About 40 days, I think, right? Is my math wrong there? I believe it's 40 days. Second entry long on the 5-minute chart triggers here on the 20 EMA that is going upwards. And on 10,000 tick chart, we have a potential second entry short here, but it's a failed trap here, but it's just really confusing. You gotta break a trend to new high. And this is why I don't like going opposite. I don't like to trade short into supports. Like when you have a bounce off a support like this, I don't like to trade into, and I just got the skin of my teeth got out of that trade. I don't think that was a good trade. Even though we're looking for that new low here, it's just when your supports act as support, you should just consider that. I mean, that's the whole point of having the support lines. Pandas, hey, if you guys don't know, the BBM 80, 80% off, the lifetime of Apex evaluations has been extended till March 21st. And the suspicion is that they just got a Tradeovate online, and I think they're trying to get a lot of customers on Tradeovate and trying to get those customers in there. And yeah, so being pretty aggressive is really nice. And we got this floating price action now. The 5-minute second entry long was a nice trade here. 1,000 or 10,000 tick chart, also the failed trap, also propelling this up higher. And it's a nice strong bull bar ending on its high above the 20 MA. If Tradeovate went down and you're trading with Apex support most likely will reset your accounts for you for free. You know, when it's something like it's done like you know, site wide, they're pretty good about resetting your accounts. Woo-wee. All right, what a move. The 2000 tick chart is just not giving us pleasant setups, but hey, 5-minute chart, just a second entry long, off the 20 MA. What a nice trade. You know, 5-6 points already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point scalp already on the 5-minute chart. Absolutely incredible. I like the 5-minute chart a lot. If I were to trade any other chart, it would be the 5-minute chart. But trading 2000 tick, man, this price action has been doo-doo. It's been pretty doo-doo. Not gonna lie, pretty bad. I mean, 5-minute chart didn't look too good either. I mean, even yesterday, the 5-minute chart, I mean, it looked terrible. It looked terrible as well. So it's not like it was much better yesterday. Like when the day's bad, the day's bad. What can you say? Second push up here, potentially. $10,000 ticks chart, strong bull bar, ending as high with some follow through for now. Could be a decent push up here. I think there might be another follow through push up. If we get a second entry long, I'll take it. But doesn't look like it's gonna happen. It could be like a first entry market here. Sticking to the plan, pandas. Problem with sticking to the plan is opportunities may not always be there. That's the hardest part about sticking to the plan. Waiting for the opportunity. All right, what is this? Trap trade, super far up, maybe. We got our bamboo just a little bit today. I'm not sure if we're gonna get a setup. If we get second entry long, I'll take it. Give me that second entry long. A, B, C. How'd you guys do today? Even though I'm green, hopefully you guys are still doing better than me. Panda, why is your phone always ringing? Are you so important? One of my hobbies is to sign up for as much spam emails as possible, and that's that's one way to feel important. It's incredible. Just follow through. The trap does trigger here. Just again, not a good setup for the trap. It's a fail second entry short here. If it was just like around this area, that would have been beautiful, very beautiful. But instead, it's way up here, far away from 20 MA. Can't take this trade. Maybe still get the second entry long here, which I would still be interested in. Mac from price action. Oh, Mac always sounded like he had like molasses coming out of his mouth while he was speaking. It's like that southern draw. What to do? What to do? I mean, if we get a second entry long here, I mean, you gotta have some dignity here. I can't take it like this far away from 20 May. This is part of trading here, where you see these big moves happen, and I'm okay with missing big moves. I'm not in here for the big moves. I just want that reliability. I want that consistency. I want the high probability. That's what I'm more interested in. But with high probability comes with a lot of patience. That's probably the most important skill you need to learn in this. Second entry long. Why possibly? Is it possible? Is it true? Will you actually trigger second entry long? Let's see if we can get it before the stream ends here. No. Second entry. Waiting for you. Come on. You can do it. No. Don't break the previous pivot high. Don't even think about it. Come back down. Come back down. Create that second pullback. Come on. ASMR. That's the actual secret of the market. You ASMR the market down to your setup. Go down. Make the second pull. Yes. Very good. Very nice. Now go a little bit further so we can get that second pullback. Thanks. Psych! Doesn't work. Doesn't listen to me. It's going straight back up. We're gonna miss it. Count is off now. Count reset. No second entry long. Okay. I don't know how much more I can. Not sure how much more I can stand for this. A lot of you guys are flat. 48% of you guys are flat today. Understandable. I mean, the trade I took, I just scalped out by the skin of my teeth. Barely making a scalp. at the end, it makes me feel like that, might not have been a good trade because I barely scalped out there. Barely. With great probability comes great patience. That's what my uncle Kung Fu Panda told me once. I don't even know the name of the Kung Fu Panda. I just know him as Kung Fu Panda. I want to say Aang, but I know Aang is Avatar. Which I heard they're gonna make a live action Avatar. Not Avatar like the blue people, but the Avatar like the Kung Fu people. And I mean, M. Night Shyamalan already like just absolutely destroyed it. So it's just like your hopes are down that you're not thinking it's gonna be good, but I hear it might be decent. All right, I'm just like struggling to just last a 1045 here because this is just horrendous price action. Avatar was one of the greatest series I think of all time. Like they had everything in that, and the animation was just. It's hard to believe that that was like an American made. I think it was American made. Cartoons and animation series, cartoon, whatever. I think it's on par, even better than a lot of like Japanese animations. I feel like Japanese animations sometimes get sloppy, especially when it comes to like fight scenes. But Japanese animations, like they get different artists for different scenes. But for Avatar, it was like consistent animation the entire time. It's just very smooth. They focused on the movements, and it probably took a lot of time to make them. But man, they produced a really awesome. Like, I know it's a cartoon, but man, it was such a good cartoon. I'm not gonna lie. Latrell says she watches the fight between Aang and the Phoenix King often. Like everyone has that one like scene they love watching. For me, it's the Rock Lee versus Gata fight. Not at all. Oh, I cannot tell you how many times I watched that fight. Episode 51, 52, 53. Like when that fight happened, when I watched it, like when I was a young lad, I still watch. It's like a core mem for me. It was one of the best fight scenes of in anime. I think I watched it all. Anyways, you guys are probably wondering what I'm talking about. I am a panda, so yes, I do watch anime. Not as much as I used to, but I do watch it. Pandas. With that being said, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Remember, we have the BBM 80 code, and it's good until March 31st, which is 2 Tuesdays from now, and so you got some time. So take your time with it. Pandas, hope you guys trade safe, and as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.